From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, the start of April means higher incomes for some and higher fees for others. The minimum wage is rising, the family tax credit is getting a boost, and new interest deductibility changes are coming into force. Political editor Jason Walls has more.
If you're on the minimum wage, from today your paycheck will be 2% bigger and you'll be taking home $23.15 an hour. Working for families is also increasing. Those eligible will be getting an extra $8 a week, with that benefit going up to $144.30. Also starting today, a single person on job seeker support without children will see their benefit go from $337.74 to $353.46 a week.
The news isn't so good for owners of electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids, who will need to start paying road user charges from today. Drive Electric Chair Kirsten Corson says EV owners will be paying more than owners of standard petrol cars, but EVs will still be cheaper when you look at the total cost of ownership.
There's two barriers to EV uptake. One is the high capital cost, and the second is the lack of public charging infrastructure and confidence around that.
Children under 5 can get vaccinated at a pharmacy from today. That includes vaccinations for chickenpox, polio and hepatitis B. Tifatu Ora says the changes support an increase in the vaccinator workforce and improved access to childhood immunisations. While available to everyone, the change is intended for those who aren't enrolled or can't access their GP. King Charles has made his first public appearance since the announcement of his cancer diagnosis. The King attended the annual Easter Sunday church service at St George's Chapel in Windsor with his wife Queen Camilla. BBC royal correspondent Sarah Campbell says the King is certainly not back to full duties.
But I think it's very much a sign, certainly as far as his medical team are concerned, that as his treatment carries on, it certainly appears that things are going in the right direction.
That's news. In sport, Stephen Alker has finished tied for second at his latest PGA Tour Champions event in California. A costly shot in the water on the last saw him finish a stroke behind winner Retief Hewson. Ryan Fox finished tied 78th at the PGA Tour event in Texas, 17 shots off winner Stephen Yeager, whilst Lydia Ko is heading for a top 20 finish at the LPGA event in Arizona. A few deep breaths has put Paul Cole back on course in his London Squash Classic semi-final. The Kiwi ace struggled with errors in the first game of the 5-game win over Welshman Joel Macon. He says he uses a breathing technique to get it right again, and he desperately needed it. He'll face Mustafa Asal in the final tomorrow morning. The White Ferns are 28 without loss after being sent in by England in their opening ODI in Wellington. That's sport. I'm Sandy Hodge.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.